Well, hello there. Nice to have here, and I've got a unboxing for you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully this is a good day for me. I'm looking forward to this. And I'm hoping it's as good as it seems like it's going to be. Doing the unboxing with our resident comparison knife, in fact, today. I haven't been using them that much, other than for the comparisons, so I figure why not take them out and just let them talk. So VV knives, in case you didn't know, are quite thin, on average, and got good geometry. So they do make for good unboxing knives. They do make for good general use knives, as long as you're not looking for a super hard use thing. And hopefully, through all this, I'm distracting you enough to not worry about showing any of my information on the front of this box, because it is right there. And what in the world is with this box? Gonna jam the knife into the box and see if I can't pry it open, because it is stuck. Alrighty then. What do we got here? That took a while. Poikilo! They burst onto the scene and they've been doing some cool stuff. And now that I think about it, I still haven't done the review for the small prism that I got. That's a reminder right there. This is not the small prism, obviously. This is one of their mid-tech ones. This is the Rhino. I don't know why, but the more I looked at this knife, the more it stood out and said, "Yes, you want me, don't you?" And I said, "Probably, but I shouldn't." But then it said, "You don't really have a choice." And I said, "Oh, well, okay, fine. That's reasonable. I completely understand." Ooh, it's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be. I didn't really look at the specs exactly on this knife. But I thought it was going to be a much larger knife, because it looks pretty large in general. Well, that's pretty crazy. That looks like a Zircuti backspacer that's been very interestingly constructed. I saw that, but I wasn't sure if, like, in real life it would look like that, and yeah, it does. Not the, like, most reflective. It's kind of, like, got a matte to it, the Zircuti. But it's really good-looking Zircuti. It's just not super, like... It's got, like, a deep matte, but there's, like, a neon underneath, which is very strange. It's interesting looking. Very cool. Perfectly centered. Let's see how the flip action goes. Woo! That is a flipper. And woo! That is a mirror stonewash. That is very attractive. Woo! Beard. I'm gonna have to be careful with this one. I can just show myself off in here. It feels like there's a detent ramp. Yeah. Oh, it's a little stiff. It's a little stiff. Again, all the hardware is hidden. So once again, I'm going to have to do research on how to actually get into the dang knife. That was the top of my head. Yeah, it's a little stiff, but it's like... Is this thing on washers? No, right? It's gotta be on bearings. It really feels like it's on washers. It's like ultra ridiculously smooth. Huh. I don't usually go for the Persian blade shapes, but I don't know. Something about the full kind of Monty here going on. It just works. It just works. It does. Jimping is kind of pointless. It's M398. I don't know what the heck that... Oh, Bio Series. Oh yeah, the Bio Series is that their... what they call their mid-tech ones? Or is that just what they call this particular starting series? I don't know. Bit tight, but good flex. Still good flex. I'm assuming that maybe that screw down there has something to do with how you actually get these things apart and assembled. Of course, there's a hidden lanyard post kind of in the way, so I'm not going to start off going into these things blindly. No, thank you. Lock bar axis, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot, but yeah, you can definitely... I mean, it as you push into it, it literally rotates your finger just a tiny bit, and it goes right in. I will say it is tight because does appear to be a detent ramp or something. So you move it a tiny bit, but it's not actually over anything. You have to go a little bit further. That's gotta be washers. That's too perfectly smooth. I mean, you can't feel it, but that is just perfect consistency. Maybe it's not, but it certainly is behaving that way. Good flipping action, good position, good leverage. Rockets out, or no doubt about that. It is, ooh, wicked thin behind the edge. Very, very nice. Surprisingly thin. I didn't think it would be able to drop down quite that far. Maybe it's not as thin as I think, but the final actual edge itself is quite thin. And the plunge grind is the only thing that I see is kind of like not being great, right? If you can actually see the plunge grind. It kind of hits the edge. But the stop pin is way up here, so that shouldn't be a problem. I'm also not going to be like aggressively using this knife compared to some. I mean, perfect bloody centering. And not a hint of play. Yeah, this is about as perfect as a knife can come. And that was the case with the small prism as well. So I'm very happy with that. Like, the level of quality of these things has been spectacular. So, I'm going to end things here on the note that this thing is really, really, really cool. I really do like it, even if it is a little smaller. I was kind of hoping for something like... Let's see, how big is this blade? How big is the blade? Before we go, I'll measure to here, and then back to here, where the plunge grind ends. You've got 3.5 there, and 3 and... almost 3 7/8. So it actually is large. That's weird. The overall knife, like, it feels real small and reasonable in the hand. It's actually got a pretty sizable blade on there, and if you hadn't noticed the little jump I made a little cut. This is very interesting. Yeah, that is like obscenely smooth. I don't know if that's what's going on in there, but yes, I like this. This is cool. I don't know why I like it. It doesn't really fit my style all that much all the time, but I like this. It's also very comfortable in the hand. So I'm going to end things here and say thank you for watching, and I hope you found this interesting, because I certainly got caught off guard by a few things here. And hopefully I didn't have to make too many cuts for face reveals, because this thing's, you know, very mirrored. It's why I haven't done my a review on my Rockstead, because every 5 seconds it's like, oh, there I am, oh, there I am. It's like, ah, shit. That's not what we want. Nobody needs to look at me. No, they don't. Nobody wants that. No, thank you. So, as I said, end things here. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something interesting out of this. I certainly did. And, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.